Yes. Um, Last time we had a fun time. We discussed a lot. And today again, we are going to discuss more. You understand? We are going to dive deep today. For those of you that are meeting us here for the first time, yeah, we are from the Premium Study Abroad and Scholarship Package. Yes, we have a lot of end-to-end support services that we give to our clients that enable them to prepare for their uh, MBA, for their scholarship and live abroad experience with seamless efforts. So we want you to be part of our community. Yes, on this channel. Want you to be part of our community because we have uh so many packages for you. Yeah, we have individual approach. We use individual approach to whichever application you bring to our table. Yes, we don't use generalized approach like local agents. No, whichever this application you bring, whichever document you have. Yes, we use individualistic approach to your matter. You understand? For someone that has that has a work experience, we kind of pivot around your document to get you a fully funded scholarship. And those of us that have different experience, different people, different experience, we will know how to handle your case. We just need to have your documents with us and we start working on it. You have a delegated person that will start working with you. So I want you to tell me where you're tuning in from. Comment in the comment section. I want you to comment in the comment section. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm interested in knowing you. Yes, I'm interested in knowing you. Our company is interested in knowing you personally, and we'll work with you to the satisfaction. Yes, to the satisfaction of your soul. Yes, you'll be happy that you worked with us. So many people that have worked with us, they actually write us reviews on on the websites. They drop reviews there because um our service is top-notch service. Though we have a few limited slots for this time. Yes, who are we? The universities have limited slots, and as well we have limited slots. So we want you to be the first bird that catches the good worms. Yes, yeah, I want you to be the first bird. Drink the clean water, eat the good worm. So you're not a bird and you're not eating worms. What I mean is that you are going to get the best of opportunities there is. I don't want you to start struggling for depleted funding pools there are. You understand? I don't want you to start struggling for that and rushing um, critical documents that need special attention, like your SOP. I don't want you to start rushing those documents because you are out of time. If you rush those documents, they'll get flagged at university algorithm. I don't want you to waste your application fees on different universities and without getting something good. So today we are going to still look at various uh, compliance traps that people witness while applying for these applications of um, you know, from school to their visas, to their ATS, academic resume. and a lot of things that they experience, you understand. So we take care of all those things. Yeah, it's the part of the end-to-end service, support service that we give. So we want you to come on live. If you have a friend, a family member, I want you to introduce them to this channel. Yes, or share this channel with them immediately. Let them be online right now to listen to the opportunities that we have. Yes, they will listen to the opportunities that we have here. So I want you to be part of this with your people. Yes, go get your friends, call your friends, tell them Vaya is on. Let them listen in case they are planning to travel abroad for their masters and they are already having problems. There is no problem you bring to us, we wouldn't know what to do. Yes, except is impossible. Yes, except it's impossible. But so far there's a possibility. We'll work with it and give you uh, a solution. So yeah, you can contact us through this channel and we'll be able to handle whichever problem you drop. Whatever problem you are facing with your registration, with your with your application, with visa booking, all those things, even booking of flights, all that students usually have problem with. They run around this and that looking for how to book flight because the immigration officer wants you to do that. So all those things that you find difficult to do, we do them. It's part of our services. You understand? You don't need to keep running up and down. We'll handle it here for you. All you need to get in touch, comment flights, and we'll know that you are on there. Tell us where you're tuning in from, and we'll get back to you. We'll get someone to look into your case immediately. Yeah, is fire brig- fire brigade approach. Yes, yes, because these things, they don't last. Yeah, they don't last. Yes. So we have so many um, people that can handle any number of persons uh, till the time becomes a constraint, so we can handle any number of persons. Though we have limited slots, we can still take one or two things and handle them as quickly as possible and get to the next person. So if you are here with us, I want you to comment flights so that I will know that you are available. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yes, let's continue. There are so many compliance traps that people witness in this journey, though it's not something you cannot handle. Yes, it's not something you cannot handle. It's just that it's gonna make you go back and go and come. It keeps making you coming back all the time. But people that work with us is just first attempt, and they are on their way to their dreams. Yes, to their dreams. You don't need to keep coming back year after year, being dismissed by visa, being dismissed by university algorithm because your SOP is generic, is not properly written, and your CV is not even ATS friendly. A lot of things. So let's take these things step by step. Yeah, while I discuss these things, you'll be able to understand why we should work with you. You understand? You wouldn't need to carry the heavy mountain on yourself. You will give yourself the opportunity to be helped. Yes, to be helped. You understand? This is our playing ground. This is what we do. You understand? We have these ideas. Yeah, we have these ideas. We have this experience here and there with this problem, with that problem. We've worked with A, we've worked with B, and we can really um yes, handle it. So I want you to give us the opportunity to be of help. Yes, since you are here with us, we want to help you. We want to be part of the solution. Yes, we want to be part of the solution. So guys, let us continue. And you know, some universities, yeah, they will post these scholarships here and there and all that. So what most people don't understand that the full information, or um where you get this scholarship easily, the full information is with the government or institution, yeah, funding to universities looking for this scholarship. Yeah, you can get a bit of information, but the full information is with the institution or governments that are funding them. So we know where to look. We may not actually know where to look. We know where to look. You understand? And then yeah, you'll be able to get in hand, get the information in hand. So scholarships like Erasmundus, uh, Erasmundus, Catalog, Chevening scholarships, United Kingdom, that scholarship, Germany. Yes, all those scholarships are there, and many more. A lot of scholarships. This is EU scholarships. There are plenty scholarships, US, Canada, a lot of countries, Australia, name them. Plenty scholarships out there. There are a lot of opportunities, and each scholarship is tailored towards one thing or the other. There's some scholarships that are looking out for people with industrial experience. Yes, they are looking at them as ready candidates to take on academic research. You understand? You pair your academic research with what's the experience you've had in your workplace. Yes, it pays a lot. You understand? It's like giving somebody that is well experienced or well versed in a matter a kind of research. Of course, the person is going to do better. Is going to do better. So these some of these scholarships, they tailor down um, their requirements to industrial experience. So sometimes it helps when you come with low grades. That doesn't mean international merits, scholarship merits. You understand? And you have this industrial experience. We can pivot it. If the secret is knowing who will help you to pivot the whole thing, to be an equivalent academic metric value. So if you can really pivot your industrial experience to equate academic metric value, that would be wonderful. There's no how your applications won't fly. So, but you have to optimize your CV, your whatever you have, your statement of purpose. Yes, you have to optimize all those things, to really feed the gap you are having with the grades. Yes. So all these things are our specialization. It's our field. Yeah. Instead of taking on this bull by yourself, since you're not experienced, I always advise that you look for professional help. You understand? So many cases we worked with, some came to us from the start, some came midway, some came when they were going for visa booking. They already had admission letter and they were going for visa booking. You understand? They've paid application fee, everything that they have done. They've tried, they've put in efforts. And at the point of going for visa booking, we found out that they are making serious visa compliance uh, mistakes. You understand? They don't know about it. You understand? So that would have backed them instant visa refusal. Yes, yes, that would have backed them instant visa refusal. But uh, as grace may have it, they came, they met with us and were able to redefine so many things for them, and they got their visa on the first attempt. Yeah, no processing delays. Yes. So these are opportunities that people that have worked with us do have, and I want you to have this same opportunity. Yes, I want you to have the same opportunity. And then I want you um to be on the on yeah you be on the next set of people that are starting your MBA. Yes, you don't need to keep benching this plan. You keep benching it from year to year. Because you've met us, it's time to take up this opportunity and fly with it. So do you agree with me? It's time to take up this opportunity and fly with it. No more benching it. You've benched it for so long. It's time to do it. Yes, it's time to do it. So if you're there, I want you to comment flights. I want you to comment flight. Tell me where you are tuning in from. I'm interested in knowing about you. Yes. Tell me where you are tuning in from. So, um, there's some visa compliance traps that people do step in, but it's not like it can be handled. It's it's knowledge. It's knowledge that kills all those things. You understand? If you don't know, you do not know. And it's so unfortunate that you didn't know and you made a mistake. You understand? You don't need to blame yourself so much. You understand? Next time, something you are not so sure of, do not assume and bag a permanent visa refusal. All you have to do is kind of look for a professional who can handle it. You understand? And our fees is not over the roof. It's something you can handle. Yes, we made it so that everybody can handle it. You understand? So um, instead of assuming and bagging yourself unimportant, uh, visa refusals and all that. So getting your SOP flagged by universities, and you keep running to even unaccredited university just to get it done. Because the accredited ones have flagged you, so you start making unnecessary mistakes. You don't need all that. There are many ways to kill a rat. You understand? Yeah, just like so many countries have pathways, for immigrants, there are so many pathways in education. Yes, in edu, there are pathways that are there. Maybe you've not heard of, if not known, if not come across them. It doesn't mean they don't exist. They exist. Yeah, they exist. Yes. So it's better that you find someone that have an idea. Yeah, when they look at your documents after evaluation, they'll pen down one or two things that they have found out and what they think they can work with, you know, and they start work. Yes, and they give you the best outcome. That is what our trained staffs do. Yeah, they are trained for it and they do their job well. So, like visa compliance traps, like dumping a massive lump of cash into your bank account. You dump massive lump of cash into your bank account, and before printing the bank statements is a no. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's a no. It's not gonna work. Yes, it's not gonna work. It's going to look like a borrowed money. Okay. Okay. Yes. I hope you're having fun. Yes, I want you to have fun. Yes. It's going to look like a borrowed money. Yes, you check it out. Check it out yourself. Okay, if you're an immigration officer and you are checking people's documents, you come across this document that the information reads, this money has been just dumped 2 days ago, and the bank statement is right before you. No means of explaining how that money came to be. And please, oh, what's to come to mind? Of course, you are going to say this is a borrowed money, and the unexplained season money rule says it's a borrowed money. So the visa officer is going to cap it that it's a borrowed money. So yeah, and most of applicants borrow. Yes, yes, you have to borrow sometimes to get up. Yeah, because you don't have it doesn't mean you have to stay. If you have someone to borrow, you borrow. But if you borrow, there's a way to go about it. There's nobody that says you shouldn't borrow. You understand? There's a way to go about it, which is our field. We'll go as far as getting a legal binding document, an affidavit, a legally binding document that will link that sponsor to you. Yes, a legal document, a tax clearance, a tax document, a clear tax document. All those things we have to attach them so that when the visa officer sees this money, okay, there's an affidavit of who is sponsoring. You understand? A legal document that someone is sponsoring you, even if the person is not your parents, your guardian, your legal guardian, your sibling, and all that, someone, a distant relative, you know. So when such questions arises, the visa officer is able to see some other documents that will support, you understand, that will support the documents you have. So that will enable him or her to fly your your application. You understand? So it's something easy. It's knowledge, it's knowing what to do, being informed what to do right. There's no big deal there. You understand? So yeah, another thing people do is they use a distance acquaintance or corporate company name as a financial sponsor. So if you're using a corporate company name as a sponsor, and you don't have affidavits, like I said before, it's not going to fly. You understand? So all these things will have to go paripa. So they will go paripa. So yes, if you don't get this to support that, it becomes a problem. So depositing the minimum amount required in local currency. Yeah, people, forex happens. Yes, forex happens every day, every minute. Yes, some people are even making money of it. So So what do you think? Yeah, forex happens. You go and deposit minimum amount. Yes, when you leave that kind of money and forex issues are fluctuating it, it's not gonna fly. Your visa is not gonna fly. You understand? So all those things and many more. There are plenty things that happen. You understand? I can't say everything on screen, but you know i'm I'm helping you to look at all these problems so that you appreciate the service we are giving you. You understand? To you it will look like a mountainous headache, but it's what is our field, is what we do, is what we do well. You understand? So when we see or know the amount of money you are going to deposit, we'll say, okay, this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. So instead of doing this, what can you do better? You understand? So we advise you, like your guardian, we guide you through it from end to end. It's not when you have admission we are gone. No, once we start with you, we are with you till you are on your way to, yes, to to your foreign school. Yes, so to your international school. So we are with you from from the beginning to the end. So back to back support, that's what we give to our clients. So um you need to work with us. You need to work with us. Yes, you can send in whatever you have, whatever is the starting point. Yes, whatever you have right now. If you have your CV, you have your target country, you have your transcripts, whatever you have, just send it to us. We'll look at them and start working on them immediately. Yes, we start working on them immediately. You have um your proposal. Yes, anything at all that you have, send it. We'll start working with them. So gradually, if we need more documents, we'll ask you to get them, and we'll be looking at it gradually. You understand? So I hope you're there. So if you're just joining us, this is Premium Study Abroad and Scholarship Support Package. Yes, that's what we are. And we handle school matching, optimizing your CV, and editing your SOP, your visa prep, visa application prep, and all that. So whatever you need, we are here to support you. Yeah, whatever you need, we're here to support you. So thank you. Uh, so there are a lot of traps that people experience. A lot of traps that people experience. Yes. So and this like their CV, some of the CVs that we meet are never ATS friendly uh academic CVs at all. The most of the CVs you see there, they look like graphic design projects. But ATS, um except tomorrow that except by tomorrow they'll be able to build ATS system that will understand graphic design CVs. But for now, most CVs that survive ATS are single column layouts. You understand? But these graphic design CVs, they have double or more columns. You understand? And the ATS reads these things as a scrambled text. Yes, it reads it as a a scrambled text. So you need to use written words, written text instead of advanced or uh, intermediate icons or images. You understand? Instead of using advanced icons, images, those stuff you get from elements, you understand. So you need to drop that. You need to use text, reading text, single column for your CV. You understand? So when you are writing your phone number, written text, emails, written text, and everything text, so that the 8 years doesn't turn these stuffs into unreadable code. Yes, the ATS, it will not turn it into unreadable code. So you need to be careful how you make your CV. Yes, you need to be careful how you make your CV. Don't let it look like one unreadable text. Yes, it's going to, the ATS will start seeing all those icons, images as yeah, unreadable code. So you need to be careful when you are doing your CV, especially if it's going to, it's not only you. Yes, it's not only you that is submitting documents. There are thousands, even from your city alone. Like 50 people or 100 people are submitting from your city alone. And we're talking about a world international MBA. You understand? So you check thousands of people that are flooding in for these applications. You understand? Thousands of people that are interested. Yes, you're not the only person that is interested. A lot of people are interested in this opportunity. So you need to stand out. You need to do everything to stand out. And if you cannot do it, there are people like us do it. You understand? Our specialized staff, trained staff, you know, are ready to handle all these things for you. You understand? You need to just give us a shout out there, and we'll handle it for you. So it's not only you that is submitting. Thousands of people are struggling and making sure what they're submitting is standing out, is giving them the opportunity. You understand? So you need to make your own stand out. It's not something you're going to rush. Anything you find on your database, you are submitting. No, it's going to get flagged. It's going to get flagged. Yes, immediately. Yes, it's going to get flagged. So instead of letting you uh, be flagged by a university algorithm, it's better you sit down and do a good job. You understand? Or you give it to a professional. Yes, our team do marvelous work. If they go through your CV, they optimize it, they evaluate it, they do a thorough job, because they know where it's going to. It's going to beat thousands of CVs. So we get it ready. Your CV. We get it so ready. You understand? So I want you to comment flight. Tell us where you are coming from. Hello. I can see Popsy. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, whichever question you have, you can send it on this channel. Somebody will get back to you. We'll get back to you on uh, this matter. Yeah, you don't have a problem. So let's keep discussing a lot of pit holes that people discover, hidden pit holes that people discover, you know, So um, apart from your CV, apart from your statements of purpose, your visa compliance laws, there are a lot of things that you need to know, which I'm sure is possible for us to discuss everything here. You understand? But um, with the little I've exposed you to, it's not a child's play. Yes, it's not a child's play. You are going to your documents are facing 1,001 others. You understand? So it's not something you can really trust yourself. If you ask me, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. All right, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. But if you ask me, it's not something I would advise you to sit at home and start doing. You understand? Because maybe so many others that are going to compete that space, the funded pools have gone through professional hands. Yes, their CVs and all that has gone through professional hands, and you are trying to write one generic SOP at home. Yes. You're trying to write one generic SOP at home, and immediately before we say Jack, it gets flagged. So I hope it doesn't get flagged. Yes. I hope you have the opportunity that you have. I don't want you to abandon your dreams anymore. If you abandoned it, I want you to go pick it up. Yes, pick up your dreams. So we are going on international stage. Yes, go and pick up your dream. We are going to apply again. We are going to apply again. This time we are applying with the help of the professionals here. Yes, we are going to evaluate and optimize every document there you have. Yes, and the ones you don't have, your bank statements, we are going to add affidavit of sponsorship in case you are using a distance relation. You understand? In case you have uh, um, minimum deposits, we are going to make sure that everything is in order. It can scale through explain season money rule, holding rule, whichever rule they have in immigration. Yes, your application is going to fly. It's going to scale through it all. Yes, but it's so possible if uh, a professional must have handled these documents. Yes, and remove all the pitfalls for you. That's why we are here. That's what we do. So guys, so let's continue. Yeah. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Premium Package, Study Abroad and Scholarship. So we have so many things that we can do for you. We have so many things we can do for you. We do school matching, we optimize your CV, your visa prep, your SOP, all those things passes through our hands, and many more, and many more, and many more. It depends on your own case, what you are coming with. Whatever you come with, we have somebody sit down and start working over it. Yes, trained staffs. Yeah, trained staffs. They sit down and start working on your documents. So you can drop in your GPA on us on screen right now and your target country. We can tell you if you qualify for fully funded scholarship. Yes, we want you to comment right now. You can tell you if you qualify for a fully funded scholarship. Yes. So drop in your GPA, your class of degree. your degree. Yes, whatever you have, whatever you have, drop it. We'll be able to tell if you qualify. And the secret in all these things is, as always told you, you are, if you are having low grades, if you have low grade um a GPA, if that's what you have, and you have industrial experience, I think you should give yourself chance to try for fully funded scholarship. Yeah, don't just assume that it's not for me. Nobody will give me. Yeah, based on academics, it may not fly. But by the time you work with your CV, you understand, and project your industrial experience for most scholarships that are tailored towards that. Yeah, there's some scholarships that appreciate industrial experience over GPA. Yeah, over perfect GPA. Yes, they are looking for people with industrial experience. I've said it here before now. That's okay. For instance, you have someone that have industrial experience, and you hand them research. I think that you'll be getting better results than giving it to someone that have not had industrial experience, because what they are researching is like in EMBA, you're researching about business, and what they have been working all these years is still business. Then you hand them over research. I think they will do better. They will do better. So most of the scholarships are tailored towards industrial experience. You understand? Yes, they are taught towards industrial experience. So if you have that industrial experience and you are scared that your your this will not fly, please give yourself the opportunity. Send us that document and we will look into it and see what we can get for you. Yes, we see what we can get for you. Thank you. And let's look at some case studies that we've worked with. Yes. Yeah, we've worked with so many people. They leave reviews on our website. You know, they are happy they worked with us. Yeah. Some people that didn't know that what they got, they will be able to get it. Somebody like Amara. Amara from Nigeria. Yes, Amara from Nigeria. Yes, she, yeah, some people are joining us. You're welcome. Yes, so Amara from Nigeria, she had a second class lower. Second class lower, that's 2-2, right? Yes. So in her undergraduate degree, but she had 3 years of experience in data operations and performance marketing. Yeah, she had 3 years experience. Yeah. So she assumed that she wouldn't be able to get these European universities, that they will automatically reject her. So you're welcome. Yeah, Candeline. Yeah, you're welcome. So she said she thought that she wouldn't be able to handle this. So we kind of told her, so since you're here, let us work with you. Let us work with you. So we started evaluating her transcripts and everything that she came with. So Yes, the academic transcript didn't make it. Yes, for the baseline of 3.5, 4.0 GPA requirement for standard merit scholarship, it didn't fly, but we're not over with her. You understand? We are not over with her. Yeah, he didn't get it, but we are not over. So we started overhauling her resume, into an impact first single column ATS layout. Single column ATS layout. Yes, the graphic design CV she came with, we overhauled it because it's not going to fly. It's going to be flagged. You understand? So we overhauled the CV first, her resume. We overhauled it seriously, and we came out with a single column ATS layout. You understand? So we started framing her daily place tasks to scalable assets management. Yeah, we started pivoting her whole work experience, her industrial experience, because we're already having uh, we're already having her transcript not meeting up. So we needed something that would balance her grades. You understand? So we rewrote her statement of purpose using grit and growth framework. You understand? We rewrote her statement of purpose, her SOP. Is very important. It's a critical document, but you will not know. You may treat it as casual. That's why people write generic statements to write your SOP, and it gets flagged immediately. So we treated it as a critical document. You understand? We explained that her early undergraduate grades as a learning curve. You understand? And while proving her current technical mastery as uh, as as improved workplace milestones. You understand? So the outcome is that we were able to secure for her an admission after we overhauled all these documents. We were able to secure an admission for her, if a fully funded 1,400 euro per month. This monthly stipend, 1,400 euro on Erasmundus joint master's scholarship in Europe. That was what we got for her. We got her a fully funded scholarship and admission. You understand? So she was so happy, she was so glad. So if any of the scenarios look like your current situation, if you are confused about your proof of funds, struggling with a tutu, don't you don't know to format your CV. You understand? So you don't you don't risk a permanent uh, refusal or getting flagged. You understand? So just give us an opportunity to help you. Give us an opportunity to help you, and we have limited slots. Yes, we have limited slots for this premium study abroad and scholarship support package. Yes, I want you to comment flights, send us your documents. You can reach out to us through this channel. We'll start working on your CV, on your documents, whatever you have. I told you it's an end-to-end package. It's an end-to-end package and support package, because we are not going to just help you get a school. Even up to your visa prep, with flights, this thing booking, and everything that you'll be involved. We will be doing it with you. Yes, we'll be doing every single thing with you. Yes, we're not going to leave you halfway. Okay, you've gotten admission, you hustle your no. Once you have your admission, we continue with your visa prep and everything. So is what we do. It's an end-to-end support package. Yes, it's an end-to-end support package. So if you have the dream of studying abroad, this is premium package. It's a premium study abroad and scholarship support package. We'll want you to comment flights and we'll get onto you. We'll help you to get all the documents and scale every application out there. Whichever application you are going to apply or witness or experience will get through with you. So that was our case with Amara. So Amara right now is in Europe, and she has written us review on our website. She's happy that she worked with us, and we're happy that we worked with her. Yes, because when she came, she was like dismissing this, dismissing that. It's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. So we told her, you are here, we are going to work with you, so you calm down first. So she started submitting all the documents we wanted. So we started working with her. We were able to push her for a Resmondo scholarship. Yes, with a stipend of 1,400 euro monthly. Yeah. Exactly. So I want your case to be like that and even better. Yes, better. So we have so many cases that we have handled. A lot of them, different people with different shades of the problem. So we had David. We had David, and yeah, David's case was interesting too. He received an unconditional admission letter for an MBA program in the United Kingdom. Yes, he received this admission letter for MBA program. So, and he had arranged and discussed with his uncle about his personal the funds that will be deposited in his account. You understand? But he didn't know about this visa compliance laws. So at the time he came to us, we started working with him. So we wanted to know about the funds. So he said he was going to transfer the amounts in the bank and print it 5 days later. So we said we halted that plan immediately. We halted the plan immediately because it's going to back him instant visa refusal. Yes, it's going to bag him instant visa refusal. With we intervened immediately and halted that immediate visa booking. We told him you're not going to book that. You're not going to book that visa. Yes, you're not going to book that with that whatever plan you have. It's not going to work. You are going to you are going to bag yourself instant visa refusal. Why? Because is an unexplained season money. Is an unexplained season money according to UK uh, uh, money rule. Yes, it's an unexplained season money. It's like a borrowed money. Is you are telling the visa officer this money is borrowed. There's no record history that how this money came to be. You understand? You just dumped a large sum into the accounts, and you want to print the bank statement in 5 days and go for interview. So we told him it's not going to work. So we stopped that visa booking. So what we did was that for UK is 28 consecutive holding rule. 28-day consecutive holding rule. That's for UK. So we enforced a mandatory 28-day for the money to sit down in his account for 28 days. So while the money is sitting, we ensure that the balance never dropped. So that's part of it. We ensure that the balance never drops below the required tuition, plus a living fee threshold for a single day. You see what we're doing? So not just the amount, we ensure that the balance never drops. So it's very important, because if it drops, we still have issues. So that money must be complete. So we drafted a bulletproof affidavit of sponsorship and legally linked the corporate entity back to his primary sponsor. You understand? We linked it back to his uncle. You understand? We cleared tax documentation, because there's no history how that money came now. So what we do is we have to legally link it with affidavit of sponsorship. You understand? If you don't have these documents with clear tax documentation, you have to put clear tax documentation. If you do not put all these things, it won't fly. You have to make sure that it sits down for 28 days, consecutive days. It doesn't, the balance doesn't fluctuate. You know, forex can make all this money fluctuate. So we make sure the minimum amount is not below. You understand? It's not below at all. So it doesn't go fluctuating at all. And we added affidavit of sponsorship. We made sure we had affidavit of sponsorship. You understand? And clear tax documentation. So all these things are what you have to get together. So when the visa officer is reviewing the application, you wouldn't have a reason to flag it. You wouldn't have reason to refuse him visa. So the outcome is that the visa was approved on the first attempt with 0 processing delays. Yeah, he got his visa straight away. He got his visa straight away. So these are the things that we do, yeah, and more. So this was about David. So before we continue with the case studies, let us answer 1 or 2 questions that my group are sending me. Okay. All right, I'm coming. Right, so all right. Sorry about that. I'm coming for you. So a question here says, how early should I start preparing for my application if I want to target a 2027 intake? If I want to target a 2027 intake. So the answer is you need to start 6 to 10 months ahead of the university deadline. 6 to 10 months ahead of the university um, deadline. Okay. So major global scholarship windows open around October. Yeah, you know that. They open around October and they close as early as January or February for courses starting later that year. Yeah. So if you do anything later than this, you are competing for depleted funding pools. It becomes a hustle. When you are going for all these things, not engage yourself in hustle. Go as early as possible. Okay. I hope I'm answering your question. Yeah. You go ahead and do it 6 to 10 months from now because it will open around October and close as early as January or February for courses starting later that year. So you don't need to wait for deadline months. You don't need to wait for that kind of months. You understand? So you don't need to wait for it. You need to go ahead 6 to 10 months. And waiting till then will force you to start sorry. It will make you to start rushing critical documents like your SOP. When you start rushing documents like SOP, that document is critical, yeah. So you start rushing important documents. You don't even have a good CV, not professionally reviewed CV. You just dump in whatever you have because you're already so late. So, but if you start as early as 6 to 10 months ahead, you have time to pass your document through any professional review or get yourself ready. Be able to get whatever you are supposed to get. You understand? So it's the same thing I said earlier. Early birds get clean water and good worms. So I want you to be the early bird. Yes, you get the good water, you get the good worms. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So I hope I've answered your question. If you have more questions, you are free to drop in. It will be brought to my table. Okay, it will be brought to my table. So the second question before we go back to our case studies. So the second question is, can I use a family friend or a distant relative as my financial sponsor for my student visa? Oh, yeah, just like what I explained earlier. Yes, so you can a family friend or a distant relative for your financial sponsor. This is a major visa trap. If you're going to do this, make sure that I advise you, take my advice, advise you that a professional is handling this for you. Yes, a professional is handling this for you. So because it's always a major visa trap. So if your sponsor is not your parents, legal guardian, or spouse, the immigration officer will want to know why a third party is willing to spend thousands of dollars on your education. Are you getting me? Yes. Yeah, the immigration officer, they want to know why someone is spending thousands of dollars uh on your education. So if you must use an extended relative, okay, listen now. You need to Get a flawless, legally binding sponsorship narrative. What did I say? A flawless, legally binding, narrative. You understand? So these are the services, the advisory framework we provide. You understand? We do this for people. You understand? So you don't just send in your statements like that. It has to be backed by tax information of your sponsor, and it has to be there has to be affidavit of sponsorship, so all those things will need to be there. They need to be there. You understand? So that you can uh the document can fly. So it's a major visa trap. Or if you're going to go that route, make sure that you have these other documents that I've mentioned here. You understand? Make sure you have these other documents to back it up. A legally binding sponsorship narrative. A legally binding sponsorship narrative. It has to be there. So are you getting me? Yes. So that is one. Okay, so let's go back to our case study. We come back for these questions. Yeah, we come back for the questions. Hello, if you're just joining us, this is um this is a premium study abroad and scholarship package. Yes, we provide school matching, we optimize all your documents, we prepare you for your visa applications and even your flight booking. We do all that for you. Is an end-to-end support package that we prepare for people that are planning to study abroad. You understand? And it's ours is a professional package. We have thoroughly trained staffs that will helping you. They'll evaluate your documents. If your document is not getting what we want, we'll start to pivot it. We'll be able to get you something reasonable and good. Something reasonable and good. So we had Tunde. Tunde is also on our website. Yeah, he has written us reviews. And yeah, you comment flight and tell me where you are tuning in from. Yes, I would like to know who you are, where you're tuning in from. If you have any question, you go ahead and drop it. We'll get back to you. Yes, even if it's not on live stream, when someone will get back to you immediately. Yes, we is a is what we do here. We don't delay. All our services are fast and crisp. You understand? Yes, because this is a scholarship school matter. You don't delay. Yes, because deadlines are everywhere. Deadline without scholarship, deadline without school, deadline. So you have to be on your toe all the time. Everything is done as fast as possible. So we had Tunde. He graduated with a higher national diploma, a HND. He graduated with that, and it was lower credits. So he was repeatedly told by local agents that he couldn't apply directly for master's degree abroad without doing a costly 1 or 2 years pre-masters or PGD program first. So that was what they keep telling him. Yes. So um fortunately, he was researching for help, and he got to us. And yeah, the challenge to the hard was he had limited budgets. He couldn't afford to spend money on an extra transitional program. You understand? So he needed a direct entry route. So, but the local agents keep telling him it wouldn't work. Yes, they keep telling him it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So uh, we told him that it's gonna work. You understand? So, and his goal was a direct entry route with high chance of visa success. So we started working with him. So what we did was a strategic matching. We did a strategic matching instead of traditional rigid destinations. You understand? Our team matched him with specific universities in the United Kingdom and Germany. We matched him with specific universities, not all. That's not traditional rigid destinations that everybody will normally go first. We search for distinct areas because of what the documents he had. So we look for specific universities in the United Kingdom and Germany, and these universities, they officially recognize standard HND as equivalent to a British bachelor's degree. They regard a standard HND as equivalent British bachelor's degree, for a direct postgraduate entry. So that was what we got for Tunde. So we we provided his relevant industry experience. We also matched it with his industrial experience. You see what we did with him. So it's not just uh, submitting, getting him school. You understand? Because it's a lower credit, we needed something that will push him. You understand? So we matched it. We brought in his industrial experience. So that's why I always talk about this industrial experience. When you don't have grade, make sure you have industrial experience, because I've I've seen so many cases that it's solved. You understand? Yes, they will get good scholarships. Yes, they get good scholarships. Yes, if someone can pivot that around for you, you get good scholarship. You understand? So that was what we did for Tunde. You understand? So uh we paired the school we got for him with a relevant industry experience. So we overhauled his CV. We reconstructed his CV to place his 4 years of postgraduate professional experience at the very top. Yes, that's this CV I usually talk about. We needed to yeah, overhaul the whole entire CV. So we formatted it to prove he already possessed the technical mastery required for advanced academic research. Yes, I told you that most of the scholarship tailored towards industrial experience. Yes, because they are all research, academic research, and you give the research to somebody that's um that has industrial experience. I think it's better. It makes more sense. Yeah, it makes more sense. You understand? If you agree with me, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, that was how we packaged his CV. Yeah, we packaged his CV and we got him something good. So the outcome is that, wow, he was able to uh, get a scholarship and a good score. Yes, good scholarship, good score, and it really works. So if you have HND, stop letting people tell you that you cannot go straight for your master's degree. Stop letting people tell you that. Yeah, the secret isn't your diploma layout. It's finding institutions that run a holistic review process where your workplace metrics carry equal weights, you understand, to a university degree. So yeah, we help you to map out the ESA schools that will help you achieve that. Yes. So sorry about that. I think that was a glitch. So if you're just joining us, this is a premium study abroad and scholarship package. It's an end-to-end package. We help people with school matching. We help people to optimize their CV and get the best out of their situation. Yes. So more questions are dropping in. Yeah. Let's take this question before we proceed. Yes. Can I apply for this fully funded global scholarships? Can I apply for fully funded global scholarships if I have an HND or second class lower? Yeah, just like Tunde's case we just reviewed right now. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, programs like Chevening, Dad Scholarship, they prioritize your professional impact, just like Tunde got. Yes, they prioritize your professional impact. So these scholarships tend to industrial experience more than just your GPA. You understand? So the secret is knowing how to translate your career achievements into academic value metrics. Yeah, on your CV. Yeah. So our support package specializes in highlighting this. Yes, we highlight this and get you something good. Yeah. So more questions are dropping in. Yeah, let's take one more before we continue. Do I need IELTS or TOEFL to win a worldwide scholarship? Do I need IELTS or TOEFL to win a worldwide scholarship? Um, Not always, not always, yes, not always, but having it drastically expands your options. You understand? So if you are from an English speaking country, or your your MOI, your medium of instruction in the university is English, you can get an official letter from your university. Yeah. Am I getting to you? Yes, you can get an official letter from your university, your MOI, if it's in English. But if it's not in English, you understand. So you need to get your IELTS. Yes, you get your IELTS. Yes. But if your MOI is in English, you can just get a letter from your undergraduate university or institution. Yes. So are we together? So that was the second question. So if you're just joining us, you are welcome. We are glad to have you. Yes, we want you to be part of us because every solution, every difficulty you experience, we are ready to, yes, we are ready to bring you out and help you find the exact school, the exact school that you need, not just all the schools, all the schools that can give you, just like different countries have different pathways. Yes, different countries, they have different pathways. You understand? So I think more questions are coming. Let's look at them. Okay. Different countries have different pathways for immigrants. You understand? So in the same way, different schools have different pathways. So for the fact that the path you have is not working, you understand, doesn't mean there's no other solution out there. You just need professionals to look into these things and help you to arrange your documents. Yes, optimize your documents to to highlight your strengths and not your weaknesses. You understand? So you get the right school matching. You understand? Yeah. So if you are open to such, of course, you will get whatever you are looking for. You are looking for. So let us take a few more questions before we call it a day. Yeah, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. We are always here, and I promise that you will you continue to get more and more information. Yes, on a channel. You can go through this channel, you'll find help immediately. Yes, yeah, submit your documents, speak to somebody. This is what I have, this is what I need to do. So if you drop all these informations, yes, of course, that someone will get back to you immediately, and someone will start working with you and get you what you need. So what the another question here is says, what does season money mean when presenting a bank statement to immigration? What does season money mean when presenting bank statements to immigration? So, yeah, season money means the required proof of funds. It means the required proof of funds that sit securely in the bank account for the legally mandated period. I told you that UK is 28 days. Some other countries are 3 to 6 months. you know so um these are very, very important points. You understand, you can't just overrule it. This is immigration we're talking about. Yes, so the money has to sit in the mandated period without wild fluctuations or sudden or massive lump sum deposits. You understand it? So for example, UK is 28 days. Yes, as I told you. So one thing you have to really avoid is this massive dump. Yes, you avoid massive dump and rush to print bank statements. Yes. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi, Marvelous. So you have to really avoid it because um it's against the unexplained season money rule. Is against it, you understand? So if you send, what you're telling the visa officer is that what you're telling the visa officer is that man, this money is borrowed, you understand, and you're going to live and study abroad. So you are telling him to his face that money is borrowed. What do you expect? Is it will bag you instant visa refusal. You understand? So when you are thinking about all these things, you think in line with it, yeah. Okay. Yeah, marvelous. You're welcome. Yes, it's possible. Sending your documents, whatever you have, we'll be able to arrange you. If you have not gotten a school, we'll be able to get you a school. Yes. If you have not, if you don't have a target country in mind, we can get you the best options. You understand? So whatever whatever you are doing, you make sure that the money you deposit is backed by affidavits of sponsorship. Yes, and a legal document that will clarify things for you. You understand? And accompanied by clear tax documentation. So all these things need to be there because when even though it has stayed the staying rule, the holding rule, even if the money has stayed in the account in your account according to the holding rule, you understand, the account officer will be looking out for how did this money made its way into this account. You understand? How did this money made its way into this account? You understand? There is no history that will explain how money came into your account. You understand? So it becomes suspicious money. It is called unexplained season money. You understand? So what we do is we back your documents with affidavit of sponsorship, and we legally link it to your sponsor.